Right now we're still waiting for people to come.
Hold on.
Guys, I need y'all to sit down. Let's sit down. Find a spot.
I just sit on my backpack. Easy. Dude, I'm sitting on my backpack like that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've waited long enough. Let's start out with a question for our audience today. Does anybody here want to see a bike show? Oh, well, you guys sound pretty good for a chilly early morning. I do want to take this opportunity to remind you folks that the louder we get today and the more noise we make, the better this show is going to be, and of course the more fun we're all going to have. So we certainly want to encourage you guys and girls to yell, clap, scream, whistle. We don't care as long as you get good and loud. You are our energy source. So one more time with some enthusiasm. Are you guys ready for a BMX show or what?
Yeah!
Before we even start anything at all, I think we need to congratulate you guys for doing so well on your fundraiser. It's because of you we're here today. So give yourselves a big round of applause. We really do appreciate it. All right. We got a fun show. We're going to be demonstrating what we call BMX freestyle bike riding. And today we're going to show you two completely different disciplines of our sport. They couldn't be any further from the same. And we're going to show you some flatland where all the tricks are done on the flat ground. This is my personal area of specialty. I've been doing it for over 30 years. And of course, we've got some ramps here today. We've got a 5-foot-tall box jump and an 8-foot-tall quarter pipe. We also have a couple guys here that know how to ride these ramps, and I'm going to introduce you to these guys in just a minute. But I do want you to know that during the show we have a few quick messages. We're going to talk a little bit about bicycle safety and also about making positive lifestyle decisions. So hopefully you guys will listen up. If you're not interested, that's totally cool. All we ask is that you keep it down so other folks can hear. With that said, my name is John Dowker. I'm the owner of the team. We actually started this back in 2003, 21 years ago. And I was residing in Georgia at the time, but actually was born and raised in Ontario, Canada. Just a little fun fact for you. All right, we got a Canadian here in the house. No, but you just like Canada. Everybody likes Canada, right?
Yeah!
It's like America's hat. All right, well, our next rider, check this out. He came all the way from Berlin, New Jersey, that is. He's riding for Profile Racing.
Oh, I thought he came
He's
from
one of our
Germany.
top dogs. So let's give a big warm welcome to Mr. Chris Pizzawara. Chris Piz rocking the 476 jersey. One more time. Let's give it up for Chris. Yeah. And going down the list, last but not least, our veteran pro. This guy's been doing shows for me since he was only 16 years of age. Recently, coming out of semi-retirement, if you will, riding for Eastern Cycles. Let's make some noise for Russell Somerville. Oh, Russie, number 96. All right, that's going to be our lineup today.
I can
And
ride my
just a
bike with
little
no hands and
background
that's
on
it.
our
I would
sport
not make it
before we
here at
start
all.
the show. BMX, over 50 years old now. Really got established in the late 60s, early 70s, and coincided with the popularity of motocross when motorcycles really went off-road. Also, there's a famous stuntman at the time that went by the name Evel Knievel. Anybody ever heard of this guy? Yeah. He was known for jumping a Harley Davidson. It wasn't really even a dirt bike, and he used to jump school buses, Wembley Stadium in the UK, even the Grand Canyon. So as you can imagine, this is pretty exciting stuff for kids in the 70s before you had the internet and all that cool stuff. And that created a stir, a buzz. Kids wanted to get involved in motorcycles. Who here has a motorcycle? A few people. How many people here have a bicycle? Yeah, a few more hands, right? Hence the popularity of what we call BMX, bicycle, motocross, and BMX racing, extremely popular in the 70s and 80s. But eventually, in the 1980s, BMX Action Magazine started a trick team with Bob Harrell, the father of freestyle. Mike Bob, Harrell Osborne, these guys really kicked it all off. And I'm going to come out here and demonstrate a few of these early flatland tricks.
Like John said, he's going to come out here and show you what we call flatland. He's going to keep it on the flat surface here, using those 4 pegs and his body weight to pull off these maneuvers. Some of these tricks are pretty basic, but he's going to step it up as the show goes on, like the power wheelie right here. Some of you could probably do out here. God's been doing this for 35 years, loving every minute of it. Doing tricks like the hang five. He's got 5 toes hanging off that front peg right there. Some of these tricks have some crazy names you'll hear in just one moment. Going with the backwards handlebar ride here. Cruising around. He wants to hear the noise, guys. Sounding good out here. He's got a couple more for you he used to do when he was young. A long, long time ago. Going with the elbow glide right here. Driving the bike with his elbow. Balancing just on that front wheel. Going with the lawnmower right there on that back wheel with a little pogo. Go with the bar handle right there up on that front wheel, just balancing it. Or the Miami hopper. And with the hang glider spinning completely around the bike, only his hands on his grips on that one. And he's going to step it up into a link or a combo right here, using that foot to control his speed. We call that stuffing. Putting a couple tricks together right here, going right into the backyard, stuffing it, and into the pinky squeak. Trying it out, getting warmed up this morning. I think he got blinded by the sun a little bit. Well, let's get loud for him as he built this squeaky combo right here.
He's a helicopter.
Right on, Dowker. Let's make some noise for John Dowker. His first on the flat lane.
All right, we got a wet ramp dew point issue. Pick that up in science class. So what we're going to do is demonstrate some bunny hops. Hopefully the ramp will dry up a little bit. This is where it all started, with the bunny hop. Chris, can you demonstrate? All right, we're going to follow up with the 180 landing backwards. A little more difficult. Yeah, who here wants to see the 360? All right, whenever you're ready, Chris. All right, let's put our hands together for Chris.
If I tried to do that, I would probably break my skull open. And that would not be good.
Same as well. Say hello to
All right, I had to barter with my man Russell, but this next one is pretty cool. Actually, a little shameless plug for my podcast, BMX Banter, where we talk all things BMX. A few months ago, we interviewed a guest, Mr. Bill Nishke out of Indianapolis. Now, this guy invented a trick way back in 1990 at a Burger King franchise parking lot. Now, if you guys invented a trick at Burger King, what would you call it?
The Whopper.
What kind of sandwich they got at Burger King? A Whopper! That's right, kids today call it a hop whip, but we're paying homage to Mr. Bill Nishke. Now, every time I get Russell to do this trick, he seems to bend his crank arm, or his brake lever. So let's see if he can do it without doing that today. I guess it's the brake arm on your caliper. And he pulled it, make some noise for the Whopper. I don't even think he broke anything on his bike, so that's always a good thing. We're going to have to bypass this ramp. It's too wet. A little bit of sun has gotten on this one, so I think it's okay. We're going to demonstrate what guys used to do. Once they figured out they could ride the streets, curbs, banks, loading docks, you name it, they would ride it. Women too, what am I trying to say? Yeah.
It almost makes me think of the part of Pantheon where it goes backwards and forwards.
Careful on this one,
I
Russ.
said that made me think of the part of Pantheon where it launches, doesn't make it up, goes backwards.
Foot jam to Vader style, taking the hand off. Yeah, let's make a little noise for Russell. All right, Chris got a unique set of tricks here. That one's called the Fufanu.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, Chris. That's the lawnmower style. You saw me do it on the ground. He does it right on the edge of the ramp just to put me to shame. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. And the Abubakar, stalling on the back tire, smooth as mayonnaise. Let's hear it for Chris. All right, Russ, you got any more for these folks here today?
Me either.
Looks like he may have one or
Let's
two
break my
more.
skull. There's probably a few people that would like me to break my skull.
With a commitment to the pedals. And a tail tap. Whoa! He says one more. Maybe he wants to clean that up. I'm not sure. No hesitation. Didn't even hop. Let's put our hands together for that one. Oh, Chris coming out. He's got a couple more. The LC grab, tail tap. Looking good, Chris. And a 360. Let's put our hands together for these guys. All right. Well, that brings us to my favorite part of the show. Who here wants to see just how high these guys can go on this ramp? All right. Well, this is how it's going to work. It's all up to you. It's all up to the audience because the louder you guys get, the higher they're going to go. It's as simple as that. So let's make some noise. Slow things down for just a minute. Hopefully these ramps dry off in the meantime. I'd like to get all eyes on Chris. Check him out. Take a close look. What a handsome fellow, don't you think? Not only is Chris incredibly handsome, as are all BMXers, of course, he's also a professional athlete. And real quick, guys, I like to pick on Chris a little bit, but we jokingly refer to our team as the Blue Collar BMX team because almost everyone that is on our roster is a tradesman or woman of some sort. That means all these guys are involved in the trades, and we're big advocates of the trades because not everyone's going to go on and be a doctor or a lawyer, right? So what is interesting is this man is also a certified plumber. Give him a round of applause. And since he's in the plumbing business, he also has a little bit of an entrepreneurial spirit, and he has his own business called Pizzy Pots. If you need a porta john, you know who to call. It smells like money to Chris. Give him a round of applause. Yeah. And last week, no kidding, last week he graduated from night classes, taking computer science classes. And so let's give him a round of applause for that. He's always working hard. All I'm trying to say is, you know, everyone's going to choose their own path. As long as you put in some effort, you can do things and go places in this world. We're going to focus on the fact that Chris is also a bike rider. He's well known, he's a pro, and even still, he knows that accidents can and sometimes do happen. So look closely, you'll notice he's wearing some safety gear. Today he's got shin pads to protect his shins. He's wearing knee pads to protect his knees. He's got gloves to protect his hands. He's also got a mouth guard to protect his teeth. And most importantly, on his head, what is he wearing? If you said helmet, you're absolutely correct. Now we like to call it the brain bucket. Really, it doesn't matter what you call this contraption. What really matters is that you remember to put it on your head each and every time you get on your inline skates, your skateboards, and of course your bikes. This thing here can help save your life. Is everyone here with us on that?
Yeah!
All right, we'll tell you what, we're trying to kill a little time. Hopefully the sun rises and that ramp dries up so we can utilize it. So in the meantime, why don't we do something fun or something rather dangerous? You guys want to see something dangerous?
Yeah!
We don't have a whole lot of adults in our audience, and I need 3 of you to volunteer for this next part of the show. So you have about a 50% chance of volunteering. No, I can't use you guys as a liability. Unfortunately, you have to be 18. I need 3 brave teachers. Now, if I can't find any volunteers,
I'm a teacher.
We can't do the stunt. I don't look like I'm getting anyone to help me out, which is really... We got one. We got 2. All right, I'm looking for volunteers, not conscripts. My name is not Vladimir. And we got a third. Let's give them a big round of applause. We appreciate your willingness to help us out. Now we only need 3. Let's not make it more difficult than it needs to be here. All right, so what we're going to do while we're waiting for our volunteers, high five, we're going to roll out the mat. That's how we treat our guests here at the Freestyle Connection. The carpet. We should get a red carpet next time. That was better. As you can see, we just vacuumed this mat sometime in 2016. I'm going to have you folks line up to my right behind the mat if you would. And today we're going to pretend that this is a beach towel, right? I mean, the sun's coming out. And in fact, we're going to have you laying down as if we're sunbathing. This way we can see your smiling expressions as we perform this incredibly dangerous part of the show. Bear with me, I kind of pulled my back a couple days ago. There we go. All right, if you would, down you go. We want you to be the best of friends right about now, so get a little closer. Don't be shy. All right, we kind of came up with this one the other day just in case the ramps were wet, and we're in that scenario right now. Killing some time. We're going to get you, Chris, to pedal off into the distance and get as much speed as possible and attempt to jump over our victims. I mean volunteers. So here we go. Keep your head down. See if Chris can do it. And, oh, that was perfect. I sense a little bit of disappointment, and I was kind of thinking that maybe Chris would bring something. Did he forget something? The bike. Yeah, it would be cooler if you brought the bike. Why don't we try it again with the bike? Technically, he jumped them, and so, you know, it's all semantics, I suppose. Let's go with the bike. Come on, Chris. Yeah, you got this. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, hold on, volunteers. Don't go anywhere just yet. I still sense some disappointment. In fact, I think they're booing us.
Jump over on the bike!
Yep.
On the bike!
Ride the
I
bike!
figured it out. You guys want to see Chris do it while he's pedaling the bike, right?
Yes!
Of course. Well, this is too easy, so why don't we get Russell? Russell, he's hiding over there. We're going to put him on the end, the most dangerous spot. And this way, if Chris comes up short, Russell can help break his fall. I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. This is a great idea. Now, since we've got 4 people here, I think what we should do is take a practice run, right? We want to make sure that Chris can actually get enough height, speed, and distance to clear over all of our lovely volunteers, especially this one here that's not even opening her eyes, and this knucklehead here on the end. Now, if it all looks good, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. We scratch the stunt, move on to the next part of the show. Let me know how it looks, guys. Here we go, and... Ooh, that was really close. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Anyone worried?
I'm not worried.
Now, there's an overwhelming sense of optimism in this audience today. But 1 or 2 people were actually paying attention. We're going to call them pessimists. So I don't know. Apparently we did get a mixed reaction volunteers. I think there's only one thing we can do. We're going to have to leave it up to Chris. What did you guys think of my practice jump? It was perfect, right?
Yeah!
A bunch of friends out here, John. It looks like we're going to have to go for it.
No one cares about safety!
Okay. Well, tell you what, since Chris is really ambitious here and he wants to go for it anyway, we're all about safety, right? So we're going to let old Rusty Poo here wear the helmet right there on his derriere. Oh, man. Okay. Real quick, I want to have a word with our victims. I mean volunteers. I want you to know that if something terrible happens, for instance, Chris could slip
They
off
called the
his
fire
pedal.
department already.
His chain could break. If that would happen, he'd probably flip over the bars
literally
and
called
land
the
right
fire
on top of
department
you guys, probably on YouTube right here in the middle. We got nothing to worry about though. Chris is wearing all his protective gear. He's gonna be fine.
That's a fire truck.
I still think this is too easy. So I want to get in the mix. Never fear, I've been vaccinated many times. I'm gonna wear this helmet as well. Right. Now, whatever you do not attempt to stay in your home. Do not tie down your cat, your dog, your little brother, your little sister, some of your school teachers, and jump them on your BMX. We leave that to Chris. He's a certified plumber, and somehow that qualifies him for this stunt. So let's make some noise.
Woo!
Yeah. We're still alive. One more time, let's give it up to our volunteers. You are all excused.
I'm gonna lay on the
You
floor.
can send your dry cleaning bill all Pete over there. I'm sure he'll cover it, maybe. Thank you so much, guys. One more time, let's give him a big round of applause.
All right, let's keep that energy going, guys. John's gonna come out here and show you some more harder tricks that he knows how to do, stuff he's been working on for a while, and some of his favorites. Do you guys want to see some of John's harder tricks out here today?
Yeah!
All right, well, let's keep that noise going for him. He's gonna work with this area here, going into those pinky squeaks, or riding his bike like a jump rope, stepping over that frame, swinging it around, just balancing on that front wheel, going the opposite way right here, doing some opposite pinky squeaks. And we got to get loud if he gets back to the pedals here. He definitely wants to hear the noise on this one. A little rope-a-roni to finish it off. Let's make some noise for John. Some call it breakdancing on a bike, and you can see why. Going into the hang nothing right here, just using his balance and his body weight to pull off that maneuver. Very, very awesome stuff out here today. John is feeling it. We have a nice parking lot here. Slowing it down. Almost pulling it off. I don't think you guys were getting loud enough for him. Let's get loud for John. Let's get him to pull off this maneuver here. Tucking those handlebars in usual places. Keeping that link going. And with a Smith Decade finishing it out. Very good. Let's make some noise for John in that combo. As he steps into the next one right here. Bike completely upside down. Speeding it up and slowing it down as he needs, balancing it, switching the feet up, making it a little bit harder on himself. Once again, let's make some noise for John in that combo. He's feeling it out here today. He's all warmed up. Going into the mega spin right here. Spinning like a top on that back wheel, balancing it. Just dancing around that bike, bringing it back old school. Let's make some noise for John and his round of flat.
Hey, hold on, guys. I appreciate your enthusiasm. We're going to save some of those tricks for the end of the show because that's the grand finale. And if we do it now, the show's over. You guys don't want the show to be over yet, do you?
No!
I promise we're going to get to it. These guys got lots of tricks up their sleeves, so let's get into it. You guys ready?
Yeah!
All right, let's turn up the tempo. All right, I think we're starting off with Chris. Yeah, with a stretch, can, fully extended, I like it.
Am I too close?
Yeah, Russell. Russell doing absolutely nothing, and he does it so well. Let's make some noise for nothing at all. I love doing nothing. Somehow Russell's better at it than I am. Yeah, Chris with the turn down, getting his torso over the head tube of the bike there. All right, looks like Russell's circling around. He's got the eye of the tiger here. Yeah, Russ with the Superman. Only thing missing were blue leotards and the red cape. All right, Chris circling around here, trying to get another one in. No-footed can to the left, very cool, pointing his toes like a ballerina. We got one more out of Russell. What's it gonna be, Russ? Let's get out for him. Yeah, that's super whip. One more time. Let's give it up for Chris and Russell. First on the jump. You guys having any fun?
Yeah!
All right, cool. It's not just us then. Well, tell you what, we're all going to come back out here with some of our favorite tricks in just a couple minutes. In the meantime, I want you to know that we're not just here today to show off doing tricks, having a good time. Of course, who am I kidding, right? That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, we get to travel around, meet cool kids, we even get to ride our bikes. This is a sweet gig, if you will. And I think there's a reason we're here today doing something we enjoy. I believe it's because we made important decisions when we're the same age as a lot of you. And I wanted to share that with you guys. I broke it down to 3 letters, BMX. So just be anything you want to be. For Chris, Russell, myself, BMX bike riders. That's what we wanted to be, and we're living that dream. But for you, it could be anything at all. Let's see a showing of hands. Who here's into music? Yeah, look at all the hands. Cool. How about sports? Yeah, awesome. Look at all the athletes in the house. Let's see, one more. Computers. Look at all the hands. These are just 3 examples, right? And there's probably a million things you can do in today's world, especially here in the United States of America, the land of opportunity. So be anything you want to be. M, make positive decisions that are going to help you achieve your goals. We certainly didn't learn to ride these bikes overnight. It's taken a lot of time, a lot of practice. It's also been a whole lot of fun because we love it. That's what's beautiful about pursuing things that you're interested in. If you get a job that you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That's what they say anyway. You'll work a little bit. But you can apply that rule to anything. Say we have a math test tomorrow. What would you want to do tonight when you go home?
Study.
Of course. You guys know this stuff. If you study, you're going to do better. So where we at? We got B, we got M, and X. I think it's important to X out or cross out negative things. Things like tobacco products, alcohol, illicit drugs.
Yeah.
You guys know this. None of these things are going to help you achieve goals. In fact, these are often the very first things that will hinder your opportunity and make it more difficult. So let's exchange negative things for positive things, right? Simple things like how awesome is getting a good night's sleep?
Yeah.
Right? You get a good night's sleep, your body's going to function better. Eating a healthy diet, right? Fruits and vegetables, we all know that's good. Exercise. They say if you exercise 20 minutes a day, you can extend your life by 20 years. That's pretty good trade, don't you think? And exercise is fun. I see all these athletes here. How about exercising this muscle between your ears? What's it called? Yeah. Hey, listen, you guys are young people, but you're getting close to adulthood, and there's a lot of things you can do with your life. I'm sure you're probably thinking to yourself, what am I going to do? And all I suggest, and a little bit older than you guys, is get involved with as many things as possible. If something tickles your fancy, or you see somebody doing something online, and you're like, you know what, I really want to try breakdancing? Go for it, right? Or if I want to play the saxophone, give it a go. You'll never know. The more things you try, the more well-rounded a human being you will be. You'll develop skills that can help you out in your future, and maybe you'll bump into something you're really into along the way, something you're passionate about. And we're just here today to share our passion with you, hoping you guys find one of your own. It makes life that much more exciting. One more thing, guys, and you guys are great kids. I'm probably preaching to the choir here. But if you ever find yourself teasing or even bullying someone, and it's because they're different from you, right? Remember that we all live in America. We live in the United States of America, which is an incredibly diverse place, right? It's a melting pot of cultures. In fact, unless you're Native American, you or your ancestors came from a completely different country in the recent past, right? Last 300 or 400 years, probably. And that's exceptional. Yet we're the most influential country in the world. People around the world look up to America. They'd like to live here. Why do you think that is? You know what? You guys nailed it. I believe because we have shared common values. We believe in freedom. Everyone here believes in freedom, right?
Yeah!
We believe in justice and for everybody, not just the elite, right? And we believe in equality, which means that we should treat everyone equally. It doesn't matter if they're different from us. It doesn't matter if they have a different skin color or speak a different language. We believe that everyone should be treated equally. And I think that's a profound idea. It's a kind of a relatively new concept, and I think that's why we've had so much success here, guys. So if you're picking on someone because they're different from you, just remember that despite our differences, we always have more that brings us together, and we are the United States of America. United, we are strong. Guys, just wanted to let you know that I recently immigrated to America from Canada, and now I'm an American citizen, and I truly appreciate you guys letting me join what I think is the coolest club there is. Let me hear you guys. You want to see a few more tricks out here today, or what?
Yeah!
All right, I got a couple flatland tricks. I'm going to give them a go. These are a little tougher. Hopefully I can do them first or second try.
Like John said, he's going to pull some of his hardest tricks first or second try out here. Only if you guys get loud for him out here today. He's going to step into a trick we call the hitchhiker. much longer because it's extremely dangerous. Those bars nearly scraping the ground. Linking out of it, do another combo. Switching the bike around with the slider. Major style points. Let's get loud for John and the hitchhiker. He's gonna step into this next combo right here. I believe he's gonna try what we call the forward straddle. He's gonna ride his bike like a unicycle up on top of that bike on one wheel. Very difficult maneuver. This is the hardest aspect of our sport. John has spent 5 or 6 years trying to learn those tricks right there. And this one right there, he blew his knee out trying this trick back in the day. And he's pulling it clean first try out here today. The old cliffhanger. And stepping into the mega spin right here, spinning like a top on that back wheel. Looking for a Smith decade out of it, pulling it clean first try. Very impressive stuff out here, John. Stepping into a peg manual here, slowing it down, going into the time machine. Spinning super fast on that back wheel, one-footed. Let's get loud for John, see if he can pull a second try right here. And spinning into it. Hanging on to it, right back to the pedals there. Let's make some noise one more time for John. He's stepping into what we call the California surfer, riding his bike like a surfboard. Balancing it up on top of that bike, steering it with his foot. And right back to the pedals. Let's make some noise for John down there in Flatland.
All right, that was fun. You know what? I think we need a principal. Do we have a principal here at the school?
Yeah!
Huh?
Where'd he go?
Oh, we already used this guy. Let's use him again. Make some noise for our principal. I haven't been formally introduced, so let's do that.
He's hiding.
Oh, let's give it up for Dr. Maines. All right, I got it. All right, so this guy is your principal. He's got a PhD in education, I'm assuming, right? That's how you do this. Wow, it's pretty awesome, right? So what we're going to do with your principal in 1 minute is we're going to get him up on top of the ramp, and we're going to see if Russell can jump over his head. You guys want to see that?
Yeah!
Now, Dr. Maines, this is dangerous, and Russell's a little bit washed up. You know, he's a little rusty. He's been working on a boat as a marine mechanic for 3 years, but he took a little time off to help us out with some shows. So let's see how this looks. We're going to determine whether or not it's safe enough to get your principal in the chair. So Russell's going to give us a practice run, just like earlier. Should be no problem at all for Russ. Though normally he uses the quarter pipe to get a little speed, it's just too moist this morning. So here he comes, up and over. Oh, he slipped his pedal there for a second. Oh, he slipped his pedal, I think. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we get...
Yeah! Yeah!
Well, is anyone here at all concerned? You know, I was thinking it's because of the sun I couldn't see concerned people, but I didn't see anyone that's concerned. So I guess we're going to get the principal in the chair, all American Ninja style, up this back ladder. Oh, yeah, you could do that. All right, if you would, have a seat.
He's gonna die.
Make yourself comfortable. Everybody reach up in the air and wave goodbye.
Goodbye, Dr. Maines.
We like this guy, he's cool. Who's going to be the principal next year? I'm just kidding. High five, we got 2 things to ask you. One is to stay seated. The second one is to keep your eyes open because you, sir, have the best seat in the house. And as much fun as I'm having hanging out with the principal, this is dangerous. I'm getting out of the way. Don't try this at home, whatever you do. Russell is an experienced, trained, certified marine mechanic, so somehow that qualifies him for this stunt. We're very certified here. All right, we're still doing it to the Beach Boys. I'll give them something a little more exciting than that. Not that I don't like Brian Wilson, right? Okay, here we go. Don't try this at home. Dr. Mays is looking a little nervous, but he's giving us 2 thumbs up. Here he comes, Kenny Dunn! One more time, let's give it up to your principal. What a cool guy. Risking it all for our goofy BMX show. Oh yeah.
Can I try?
Very cool.
This is definitely
All right, you guys ready to pack it up? All right, just kidding. We got a few more up our sleeves. Let's see what these guys can do. Oh yeah. Chris and Russell. These guys got 3 shows today, so don't let them hold back. The louder we get, the cooler tricks are going to see. And you guys don't know so hard on the phone. Pete is into it. Yeah, Chris. C-bars to can. All right. Russell. I see a shadow. 360 tuck no-hander. Very cool. All right, this next one, we'll see if Chris can do the no-footed can to the left and to the right. It's called a pendulum. Let's see if we can get it done. To the left and to the right. Gotta have some air time to get that one done. All right, Russ, what do you got for these masses here? Yeah, I see a shadow. What's his strength? Double tail whip. Whoa. All right, I think that's a wrap. I know you guys are itching to get back to class. No! And we don't want to keep you from an education. Okay. What do you guys want to see? Last and final jumps off the show. A one-hander? Is that what you said? Oh, a one-footer perhaps. That'd be cool. There's always the one-handed one-footer. That really takes the pick. I really like the one-hander. But I know what you guys want to see. You guys want to see the backflip, right?
Yeah!
You're going to have to get really loud for us. You're our energy out here. Hey guys, this is a new one for Chris. He learned it on the airbag. Today we got a regular box jump, so the repercussions are a little more severe. So let's see if Chris can get the full rotation he wanted to try it this morning at your school. Everybody, if we give him some support, make some noise, I think we can pull this off. Proof in the pudding, if you guys set a goal, stay focused on that goal and avoid negative things. You can do anything you put your mind to. Here he comes around the bend. You got it, Chris. Yeah! Perfect. All right, we're going to follow up to Russell Somerville. Yeah! Backflip, no hands, unbelievable. One more time, let's give it up for Chris and Russell. Oh, Russell's got his finger in the air. I think he wants to go for a flare. Wow. All right, guys. Just to recap on our show today, if you're riding bikes, inline skates, skateboards, what do you want to put on your head?
A helmet!
Awesome stuff.
Great
and also,
bucket!
if somebody comes up to you in your future and they ask you to do something you know isn't right, or they ask you to try something that you know isn't good for you, what do you want to say to that person?
No!
Ultimately, these are your decisions to make. I certainly can't make them for you. We live in a free society, and that is a beautiful thing. We all get to choose our own path. So just remember, guys, if you make wise decisions, usually you're going to have a pretty positive outcome. Again, you guys worked awfully hard on the fundraiser. You did a great job, so give yourselves a big round of applause.
Woo!
and staff. You know, they're here every day, keeping us safe and making us a little smarter. Thanks, guys. Really do appreciate it. Time to celebrate, okay?
But wait, there's more.
Hey guys, listen up. Let's give it up one more time for our special guest today. I appreciate you guys being here. It was an awesome show. Hey, listen up. If you have a blue ticket, hold that up in the air, please. All right, if you have a blue ticket, you're going to follow Miss Morris and she's going to take you into the door that you came in. If you have a yellow ticket, stay put. We're going to do cut ice. Everybody else.